Good morning, children. Your Vandana ma'am is back again with a very interesting topic. Do you know, children? 90% of us have played hide and seek in our childhood. In that game, the seeker used to find out the location or positions where the hiders hide, and the last hider used to be the winner. At times, our friends help us to indicate the location of other hiders, like behind the tree, in the garden, under the bed, and so on. In this, behind, in, under are the prepositions that shows the position of the objects or nouns. In the subsequent slides, we'll understand the preposition and their use. So let's start. What do you understand by the term prepositions? As you can see here, prepositions are the combination of two words, pre and positions. Pre means prior and position, as you know, the location or the place. It shows the relationship between the noun or pronoun and other words in a sentence. Or you can say a word or a phrase that is used before a noun or a pronoun to show place, time, directions, etc. So preposition basically a word that tells you the position of the noun or pronoun. So in the coming slides, we'll learn how to use and love prepositions. In this slide, you can see a red ball in each image. The prepositions shown in the images indicate the position of the red ball with respect to the other object or the surroundings. For example, in, on, at, near, under, over, below, above, etc. We'll learn prepositions one by one in the upcoming slides. So here are the rules for the prepositions in, on, at. In general, we use at for a point, specific time and specific places. Here you can see in the picture that this lady is waiting at the bus stop. In for an enclosed space, year, month. Before the name of the countries, cities, continents. So whenever talk about these things, we use preposition in before it. Like you can see here that these dogs are in the car. On for a surface, dates, days. Now here you can see that this girl is sitting on the table. So as she is sitting on the surface of this table. So that's why we use the preposition on. And when we talk about the particular date or days. Here are a few more examples of at, in, on, where we can use these in our sentences. At is used when we talk about the point, precise time, and specific place, like at the corner, at the bus stop, at the door, at the end of the road, at 7 o'clock, at the railway station, at home, at APS Junior Wing. That means whenever we talk about the corners or the position or the precise time, we use the preposition at. Now where we use in when we talk about the enclosed space, year, decade, period of the day, months, season, like in the garden, in London, as we have already discussed that with the countries or with the continents we use in the morning, in the evening, in winters, in my pocket, in my wallet, in the year 2020. When we talk about the year, we use in December. On when we talk about the surface, dates, days, directions. On the wall, on Monday, on 25th December, on the left, right, on the floor, on the carpet, on the menu, on a page, on television, or you can say on radio, on internet. So whenever we talk about the particular date or day, we can use on before it. Where we use the preposition between and among. Between typically we use when we talk about two subjects, while among refers to more than two. Here you can see in the example that the baby is sleeping between his mother and the father. So we have two subject, mother and the father. And the second picture you can see here, the prize amount is distributed among the kids. So here, as the subjects are more than two, so we use here the preposition among. You can take another example, like if we say that the deer is between the trees, and I can say that distribute the chocolates among yourself. So when the subjects are more than two, we use among, and when the subject is two, we use between. So here is the slight difference between the among and the preposition between. Here are some more examples of prepositions. In the first picture, you can see here the little girl is standing next to the tree. So where we use next to, when we talk about a thing that is very near. Second one is a lady is near the tree. Whenever we talk about the distance, that how far this lady is from the tree, we use near. So this lady is near the tree. The third one is the puppy is behind the tree. When something is to the rear, we say it is behind that object. And in the fourth one, Max is standing in front of the car. And when it is ahead of the object, we say it is in front of. So this is how we use these prepositions in our sentences. Here in this slide, we learn about the other prepositions like for, to, and by. In the first picture, you can see here that she is making cake for her mother. Generally, we use for when we talk about the reason or the duration of time. So here she is making cake because she loves her mother. She will be here for 3 weeks. Here we talk about the duration of time, that she will be staying here for next 3 weeks. So for is here for the duration of time. In this picture you can see that this child is going somewhere. So Sahil goes to school on foot. So to generally indicates the movement from one place to another. So here the destination is the school, and how he goes to school on foot. Maya and Mike go to school by bus. So here again the destination is the school, so we use the preposition to, and by we generally use for showing how or in what way something is done. So how they go to school? They go to school by bus. So indicating the medium through which they go, by bus. This chart will help you in understanding these prepositions. You can see here in this chart that this is an object, and above this you can see that few prepositions I have written with the arrows: above, on, over, and under this I have written below, beneath, under. Now here where we use on, as you all know that we use it when the object is close to the surface, and beneath is also when the object is close to the surface, but that we use when the thing is under that object. Where we use above and over, there is a very minute difference in both the terms. When the object is vertically above the surface, and when the distance is smaller as compared to above. And above we generally use when this object is anywhere in the space, whether vertically or slightly left or right. Where we use under, it's just opposite to over. It is under the object and it is vertically down, isn't it? And it could be vertically down to that object, then we can use under. And below we can use anywhere in the space, whether slightly left or right or vertically. Here you can see in the example, she is under the umbrella. Now as you can see here, the girl is standing under the umbrella. The temperature is below 0 degree. When we talk about the degrees of measurement, we can use below here. The sun is above the car. As the distance is unspecific, we can use above the car. The above indicates the location place that is higher than someone or something. And over indicates the location as well as the motion. So the cat jumped over the chair. So here as the motion is there, so we use over. Now here comes the preposition of movement. When we talk about the movement, we use these prepositions: towards, into, out of, up, down, upon, across, over, off, onto. So these prepositions, you can see here in these images, these arrows, and these arrows indicates that there is a movement, there is a motion. Towards we use when we talk about the direction of something. Here we can say that the snake is going towards the box. Into, the snake is going into the box. Out of is just opposite of into. Here the snake is coming out of the box. The snake is going up the stairs. Down, the snake is going down the stairs. Upon, when there is a movement, here you can see that the cat pounced upon a rat. Across, across is from one side to the other, so to the other end. Here you can see that the snake is moving across the bridge. Here you can see with the help of this image that this arrow shows from one end to the other. Along is by the length of an object, whether you can take a road or river or seesaw, you can take anything. Over, over when there is a movement. Here you can see that the child jump over a block. Off, off it indicates a separation or disconnection. Here you can see the ball is getting off the box, it is getting separated from the box. Onto, here you can see that the penguin, it leaps onto the land. These prepositions with different verbs. Examples: one should drive along the road. Second image, they are walking across the road. In the third image, he is running along the road. The children are running towards the school bus. The man is running away from the hippo. The car is going through the tunnel. The puppies are coming out of the hut. The dog is getting into the car. They are climbing up the ladder. The cat is climbing down the tree. The balloons are flying over the mountains. I hope you understood the concept and you will practice the same. Thank you, children.